Here's a detailed voiceover script for Zenvo that you can use for your car culture YouTube channel. Voiceover script. Zenvo, the hypercar from Denmark. When we talk about hypercars, we immediately think of Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti, or maybe even Koenigsegg. But there's a small, incredibly passionate automaker from Denmark that deserves just as much attention: Zenvo. Zenvo may not be a household name, but for true car enthusiasts, this boutique hypercar manufacturer is a symbol of raw performance, extreme design, and engineering without compromise. Today, we'll take a deep dive into Zenvo, its history, its philosophy, its incredible machines, and what makes it one of the most fascinating hypercar companies in the world. Zenvo's story begins in 2004, when Danish entrepreneur and car enthusiast Troels Vollertsen decided to create his own supercar. His vision was to build something truly unique, a hypercar that would combine Scandinavian craftsmanship with brutal performance and a design that turned heads everywhere it went. Denmark is not exactly known for car manufacturing, let alone hypercars. That's what makes Zenvo so special. It's a brand that came out of nowhere, proving that passion and engineering excellence can put even a small country on the global automotive map. The first Zenvo prototype was completed in 2008, and in 2009, the company unveiled its first production model, the Zenvo ST1. This was the car that introduced the world to Zenvo's unique philosophy: massive power, aggressive styling, and limited production numbers to keep things exclusive. The ST1 featured a 7.0-liter V8 engine with both a supercharger and a turbocharger, a combination rarely seen in the automotive world. This twin-charged setup produced a staggering 1,104 horsepower and 1,050 Nm of torque. The car could sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 3 seconds and had a top speed of 375 km per hour. But Zenvo's appeal isn't just in the numbers. The ST1 was hand-built in Præstø, Denmark, with meticulous attention to detail. The chassis, body panels, and even the smallest interior components were crafted by a small team of dedicated engineers and artisans. Each car took several months to build, and only 15 examples of the ST1 were ever produced, making it one of the rarest hypercars ever. Of course, Zenvo's journey hasn't been without challenges. The brand made headlines when a Top Gear episode showed the ST1 catching fire on the track, something that could have damaged Zenvo's reputation forever. But instead of fading away, Zenvo used the moment as a lesson, refining their engineering and safety systems to ensure that future cars would be even better. This resilience is part of what makes Zenvo so admirable. They are a small company, but they refuse to compromise on their dream. After the ST1, Zenvo introduced a new generation of cars, starting with the TS1-GT. The TS1-GT was a refined, more sophisticated evolution of the ST1, featuring a 5.8-liter twin-supercharged V8 producing over 1,100 horsepower. Unlike many hypercars that focus purely on numbers, Zenvo wanted to offer a car that was thrilling yet approachable, something that could be driven daily if the owner wished. The TS1-GT came with a beautiful, minimalist Scandinavian interior, customizable to the owner's exact taste. Then came the Zenvo TSR and its even more extreme sibling, the TSR-S. These models were track-focused versions of Zenvo's formula, pushing the boundaries of performance and aerodynamics. The TSR-S in particular became famous for its incredible, centripetal wing, a rear wing that actively tilts and rotates in corners, providing optimal downforce and stability. This isn't just a gimmick, it's an innovative piece of engineering that helps keep the car planted at insane speeds. Under the hood, the TSR-S retained the twin-supercharged 5.8-liter V8, producing around 1,177 horsepower. With a weight of just over 1,400 kilograms, this monster could accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 2.8 seconds. But what really makes the TSR-S special is the driving experience. Zenvo offers a manual gearbox option with paddle-shifted dog box-style transmission for lightning-fast gear changes. This keeps the driving experience visceral and connected, something many modern hypercars are losing with their fully automated systems. Zenvo also focuses heavily on exclusivity. Unlike mass-produced hypercars, Zenvo only builds a handful of cars each year, often just 5 units annually. This means that owning a Zenvo is like owning a piece of art, not just a car. Each buyer works directly with the factory to customize their car's color scheme, interior materials, and even small details like stitching patterns. No two Zenvo cars are ever exactly alike. In recent years, Zenvo has announced its next big leap, an all-new modular platform and hybrid V12 powertrain, expected to power its upcoming Aurora model lineup. This marks a new chapter for Zenvo, blending electrification with the brand's signature mechanical drama. The Aurora will be offered in two variants, the Tour and the Agile. The Tour is focused on grand touring comfort and insane top-speed performance, while the Agile is the track-oriented variant, prioritizing lightweight construction and agility. Early reports suggest the hybrid V12 will produce well over 1,800 horsepower, putting Zenvo right up there with Koenigsegg and Bugatti in the hypercar arms race. But even with these modern innovations, Zenvo remains committed to its roots: hand-built cars, bespoke craftsmanship, and a customer experience that feels personal. Unlike big manufacturers, when you buy a Zenvo, you're not just buying a product, you're joining a family. Owners are regularly invited to factory visits, private events, and even get direct access to the engineers who built their car. Zenvo also represents something bigger than just cars. It's a symbol of what passion can achieve. In a world where most automakers are huge corporations, Zenvo shows that a small team with a big dream can go toe-to-toe with the giants of the industry. So why should you care about Zenvo? Because it's not just another hypercar brand. It's proof that automotive passion is alive and well. It's proof that craftsmanship still matters. And it's proof that you don't have to be Ferrari or Bugatti to make something truly world-class. Every Zenvo is a statement of individuality, of pushing boundaries, and of daring to dream big. And as we look to the future, Zenvo's upcoming models promise to push performance and technology even further, without losing the soul that makes these cars so special. So the next time you think about hypercars, remember Zenvo. Remember the Danish dream that became a global sensation. Remember that sometimes, the most exciting stories in the automotive world come from the most unexpected places. Would you like me to also create a catchy YouTube title and description, SEO friendly, for this Zenvo voiceover script so it's ready to upload to your channel?